Hi guys, it's Monique from earlylearningmom.com, and today I'm here to talk to you about what we are going to use for science for grade 2. If you've seen some of my other videos, I'm not entirely sure which order they're going to go up in, but I have been spending the day going through the madness of curriculum, deciding what we're going to put aside for next year, what we're going to use this year, and yeah, so the pile behind me, it's just mayhem, but it is getting smaller as I'm putting things in our drawers and on the shelves and pulling out curriculum and putting it in bins to save for next year because we can't do it all. Today I want to talk to you about what we're using for science, and we kind of have a mishmash of stuff for science, and you can tell science is kind of something that I'm really into and Z is really into because we have more of it. Our main curriculum for science is going to be Bookshark Level 1, and like I mentioned in Language Arts, Level 1 doesn't mean grade 1. Z is in grade 2, but this is for ages 6 to 8. So we are going to be using, he is 7 now, he just turned 7 in May, so by the time we're done this, he'll be almost 8, so he's still well within the range, and Bookshark recommends using the grade that is your child is in the older area of. So if your child is 6, they might recommend that you use level K, but if your child's 8, instead of using level 2, they might recommend you use level 1. So we are going to use animals, astronomy, and physics this year. Some of the books that they have us using are the Usborne World of Animal book. This cover, I just love tigers, so this cover is just beautiful. There's lots of awesome animal pictures, so we're going to be learning about animals. We're going to be flipping through the Science Volume 1. We use the other science video, like they have videos that go with it. Z's not really interested in them, so I didn't even pull it out. I just left it in the bin. We're going to put it away. That way when we land up selling the curriculum or whatever, we can sell it as a set, but we're just not going to use it. It came with it. We always purchase our not always, but a lot of the times we purchase our Bookshark curriculums used. We're going to use the Magic School Bus at the Waterworks. We're also going to be going through Usborne First Encyclopedia of the Human Body, and Z loves learning about the human body, so I know that'll be a really interesting topic for him. We're going to use Why Do People Eat? It's another Usborne book. Pastor's Fight Against Microbes, and I'm probably saying that name wrong. I will figure it out before I actually read it to him, but we learned about him a little bit in one of the Magic Treehouse books, so it'll be interesting to dig a little deeper. And the last book that goes with this curriculum is the Eyewitness, like a DK Eyewitness Space book. And I'll show you the inside. Just a little bit of writing and lots of beautiful pictures. So we're going to be going through that. Now, because we like science, and because our DOMAN International program wants us to do some like reading comprehension questions, I had showed him this book that we were working through last year, 180 Days of Science, and they were really impressed with the format where you have a little blurb and then some questions. So they want us to keep doing this a couple times a week. So we have a couple of pages left in this book. It's almost done. And when they say level K, if the child's reading the material themselves, I believe this is more of a grade 1 book. So we're going to finish up our grade 1 book, and then we're diving into the actual grade 1 book, which I think is suited for grade 1 to grade 2. And it's the same thing. We got some reading comprehension questions, and they can circle some answers. It's a little more writing in this book, but what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to turn them into multiple choice. So if it has a question, I will give some options and have him select the correct answer. Because we're not at the point to do the writing yet. Z also got this book in his summer reading challenge. It's 100 Things to Know About Food, and we will probably just definitely on Fridays, where we don't have anything really scheduled, we'll probably pick one page to read. There's 100 here. So we might do this a couple of times a week. We may read over this for the summer, or throughout the summer as well. And finally, oh, not finally, I have a few things here. We're also going to be reading these on Fridays. So what if you had animal ears? And these were recommended to me by Little Mama Purple. I'll link her channel down below. She's also using the same curriculum. And boy, is it getting dark suddenly. Sorry, I thought I could just use natural lighting, but it got really dark suddenly, so I just got a light. So anyhow, I was saying Little Mama Purple reads these, recommended these. She reads them with her son. And so they'll go through like a Eurasian red squirrel and what it would be like, what you would have if you were a, that red squirrel, or what it would be like if you were a koala. So that's really cool. We also have what if you had animal noses, and it just goes through if you had a specific animal's nose, what you'd be able to do compared to your nose. And so they have a bunch. We also have if you have animal feet, if you had animal teeth, and if you had animal hair. So we're probably going to read these on Friday, one or two. Just go through the books slowly. We're not rushing through those. And another thing on Fridays that we will be doing is we will be reading a chapter from the Sassafras Science Adventure. So the first one is zoology, and the second one is anatomy, which is perfect for our book shark units. We are going to be talking about animals, so zoology, and they're also going to be talking about anatomy. So we read a couple chapters out of the zoology book, and then we kind of put it on hold for the summer, but we're going to be jumping back into it. I will probably just reread the chapters and dive into it. There are like workbooks and things you can do with it, but I think we're just going to enjoy reading them. I borrowed these from a friend, and if they are a hit with C, I'm going to purchase them for myself, and then I will purchase the rest. I believe there's 6 or 7 in the series. So I think that is all for science. There is some science worksheets that go with Bookshark. Let me see if they're in this binder. If I'm that organized today, I am. Okay, so there are some science worksheets, and I haven't decided if we're going to do them or not. We probably will attempt them. You know what? They look fairly good this time. We just didn't care for them for the level K books, but these look okay. We're going to give them an attempt, and if they don't go well, we're just going to ditch them. We got lots of science going on here. So that is what we are doing for grade 2 for science. Just to give you some background information, my son is 7 years old. He lives with autism and ADHD, so we do adapt a lot of his curriculum. He is bright, as bright can be. It just sometimes the fine motor skills. That's why I was looking at the worksheets. I'm like, if there's a lot of writing, we're not going to do it, but if it's circling and drawing lines and connecting, we can totally do that. I just don't want to burden him with a lot of writing at this point. So, thank you for watching. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe. I also talk about autism therapy, motherhood, all that kind of stuff. And I also have a blog, www.earlylearningmom.com. Go check that out, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.